You boys smell that? It's the smell of losing money on some goddamn bricks. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Boone, coming at you all with a brand new resale prediction video. Damn, it feels good to say that. It's been a little bit since you guys heard me talk about these bricks. If you somehow missed it, I don't know how you could have, but Supreme is releasing their first collection tomorrow. We're going to discuss the items you should be going for, what you need to prioritize. There's going to be some hot takes in this video. It's going to be a juicy one. Honest to God, guys, last season was one of my best profit seasons with Supreme of all time. I'm telling y'all, we're in the age of the low-key flip, so I'm going to help you all out. My best items to go for on the release. Drop a like if you guys do enjoy these resale prediction videos. We had some crazy news overnight. It's probably going to be a separate video I do, but Supreme just announced a new creative director, Tremaine Emery from Denim Tears. I'm so excited about this news. Feel free to give me your take in the comments, but we gotta get into this video today. We have a lot to go over. This is a humongous week, so I hope you all enjoy. So really fast, before we begin the video, I just have to remind you guys about my Cook Group browser. I am gonna be typing up tonight all my best predictions, including how long you should hold items, what prices I think they're gonna hit, if they're worth holding or not. I do this every single week for all Supreme items. There seriously is no other service like it out on the internet, and that's just for Supreme, man. Browser has you covered for sneaker releases, NFTs. We have a whole NFT section of the Discord, graphics cards, like anything that resells we're discussing. So if you guys want to make some more bread this upcoming season reselling clothes, feel free to join us. Hit us up on Instagram or hit the link in the description. Let's get started. All right, I'm sorry for the promo, y'all, but we're not gonna be doing a lot of edits today. We got to be strictly business, because like I said, this is like one of the biggest weeks of Supreme. There's so much to cover. Starting it off, y'all really put some goddamn briefs as the #1 item. Yet again, Supreme community votes are undefeated with the stupidity, because goddamn, really y'all, some briefs. Definitely not like the #1 item for you to go for tomorrow. However, this is not a bad candidate. This will restock middle of the season. So if you're trying to get these for like the personal, I would not be in a rush drop day. But these aren't a bad candidate for like a multi-cart, maybe like your second or third cart. Bigger sizes do better. Go for like a larger XL. And I would look to quick sell them. Last season's pink ones were actually selling for like 70 or 80 bucks after the drop. So not a bad item, especially when you're able to get like a quantity of 4 or 8. If you do get a quantity, get as many as you can for week 1 and just quick sell them. Definitely not a bad item, but I don't know if I'd be putting these in my first cart. This is more like a second or third cart item. Definitely worth copping. Let's move on. Next up, now this one's goofy, man. I get it with the briefs. They're pretty cool and all, but like really, bro, the cast iron is the #2 item. This is definitely like the perfect example of an accessory that's gonna perform well right out the gate. You'll probably see it hit at minimum $80 or so, but this thing is gonna absolutely tank. I promise you the price will only go down, especially because there's just like not any strong branding on this besides the bottom side. It really is just a basic ass cast iron with an embossed Supreme logo, so I would not be going for this one, to be honest, unless you want it for the personal, in which case you could probably at least get it in your second cart. I don't see it flying off the side or anything. I don't even know if I'll get one. If you do buy one, certainly quick sell it. It should actually have some decent profit, but also keep in mind this is going to be a cast iron skillet, so it's going to be decently heavy as well, which factors into your profit. Moving on, now this is actually an appropriate accessory to see early on in the drop list. The True Modern Keychain knife. Now I know nothing about knives, but I've had people tell me these are pretty nice ones, and that olive color, man, that is the one. I've never seen them do an olive knife, so that certainly makes this a unique item. With these knives, I always go black color. I don't know why, it just seems to do better, so I would definitely prioritize the black or the olive. Again though, like with week 1, you just don't see any item absolutely teleport, besides maybe like box logos and XXL. We'll get to that later though, but with a lot of these things we've covered so far, I think you could get all of them in your second cart, or if you want to do like a huge first cart, this is not a bad item to throw into it, especially at $28. You'll at least get double retail for this one. And knives actually age pretty well. They definitely age better than the 2 accessories we've discussed so far. So if you do get one of these, I wouldn't be as much of a rush to quick sell it unless you can get like 60, 70 bucks, then maybe just go for it. Next up, our first t-shirt of the video, and we have the classic logo tee. Now like I said, I'm so sick of them doing these classic logos every week 1. It's pretty disappointing. It's just it's getting very stale, and it's also hurting the resale of these shirts. So if you do actually get one of these tees, it is one of the t-shirts I recommend picking up, especially in that light olive colorway, that light slate, and then black, of course, a classic. Actually, the light pink maybe even, but really the light olive is going to be the best selection for this tee. T-shirts are now 40 bucks, which really does hurt, man. Like, they just continue to eat into the profit for us. So I don't even know if I'm gonna really be getting many tees this release. Personally, for me, recently with Supreme, it's been all about like the low-key flips, such as like $138 track pants, maybe like a hoodie or something. It really feels like a lot more of the outerwear is performing better than things like these t-shirts. So if you do get tees, go for an XL, double XL. Double XL, you will have to go for your first cart if you want that size, because they fly off the site. This is not a bad t-shirt to pick up though. I do recommend just about everyone grabs at least one of these tees, especially if you can get a good size and color. But not a priority, man. I still don't think that like t-shirts are a priority for this release. Let's keep going. Next up, we have the cassette player, and this is probably like my least informed pick for this video so far. It's really hard for me to speak on accessories like this. I just don't know a lot of back history with. I don't know anything about the company. It's okay too. I've never even really heard of cassette players being a popular thing still, so this being 128 is troubling. That being said though, there's strong branding on it. We saw the turntable absolutely way outperform my expectations. I did not think it would actually have much profit at all. It's usually kind of difficult for a more so display item like this to actually gain value, just because you don't really undead stock it. So if you do get one of these, I would look to quick sell very fast. Otherwise, you're gonna have to be holding on to it for several months. And at 128, I don't think it's worth it. It probably will sell out. But man, at 128, I think there is better, more reliable items to go for. Let's keep it moving. Okay, next up, my eyes must be fucked up or something, bro, because there's no chance y'all upvoted the white and black briefs as what, the number 5? What are we doing? This is week 1 we're talking about. There's like what, 40 items or so dropping on the website, and y'all are worried about briefs? Like, you couldn't hold your shit stains in another week, bro? Like, I can't believe, I'm actually dumbfounded this is this upvoted. Whoever did that, please get help. Not even speaking on them. Next up, now this is going to be an interesting one, folks. The bling box logo skate deck, and I hate vouching for skate decks at this point. It's a dirty confession of mine. I think the last 2 seasons now, I've put a deck in my first cart, and both times the decks have just not even performed well. It's 58 retail, plus if you did not know, they add $4 into your shipping total. That's 62 bucks. Then add on tax, so me 10%, that's $68. And then keep in mind the amount of money you will have to pay to ship these is at least like 15 bucks or so. That's almost an $80 retail for a skate deck, man. Now granted, if you sell on StockX, you won't pay shipping, but selling decks on StockX is rough. If there's the tiniest little scuff anywhere, they'll reject it. It's kind of stupid. Yeah, that makes this one a hard one to vouch for. I mean, it's pretty, it is tantalizing, don't get me wrong, especially that rainbow bust down Tatiana. At the end of the day, man, this is more so a personal than it is solid profit. If this was a different week, I would vouch for it more so, but it's really just gonna be the rainbow. You'll probably see it hit around 100 or so, but after what we discussed, like the almost 80 retail, there's not a lot of money to be made. I do think it's still worth copping for the hold, especially if you can afford that, but man, it's a good multi-card item, but it's hard for me to vouch for, man. Skate decks have just really fallen apart with Supreme, not to mention they also make way more of them than they used to. I've had to really chill out from buying decks from the brand. Let's keep it moving though. There is some profit to be made on that rainbow, especially if you can get a quick sale and just find a sucker. I'm sure these will actually sell out pretty fast. At least the rainbow is very eye-catching. Like, it's a Supreme logo deck, so it does have some potential. Not the worst item. I just want y'all to keep in mind the profit might not be as much as you're thinking, especially after all the fees. Next up, Al Green photo tees. Actually, I don't even know if I should call this a photo tee. It really isn't. It's a cool shirt though. I'm not trying to throw shade at my man Al Green or nothing. Supreme did that themselves by not even giving him a box logo tee to wear. Look how cold he is, bro. Like, he's shivering. Poor Al Green, bro. But yeah, black color is definitely gonna be the best for this. Double XL, this is actually a good one to cop. Like, double XLs for tees have ridiculous prices. I'm imagining this will come in that size. Not a bad first cart item to go for, just like a double XL Al Green tee in just about any color. The brown, the black, the light purple, probably the 3 best to go for. I think the brown might look weird since it's a brown backdrop, so I think the black, if you want a first cart item, This in double XL plus like one of the fitted hats we'll talk about later in like a size 8, that's a pretty good cart that you might even be able to pull off since bots are really not going to be working too well week 1. I think this is a t-shirt that's worth grabbing if you can get a good color, but at 48, if they're left with like teals and whites, I just might pass on it. Unless you can get like an XL, you will have to hold tees though, man. You always got to hold these t-shirts nowadays. Some of them still do age pretty nicely. I'm not too thrilled with the Al Green's potential, but like I said, if you get the right size, right color, it has some profit. We're just gonna kind of skip over these Supreme Hanes items because I can't believe how much I'm talking about Hanes to start this video off. I don't even think these are worth copping. They will restock. Pass on them week 1. Gas tee, I like this shirt. I actually think it's a pretty cool graphic. It's fun. You have a lot of branding going on with it as well, but it is 40 bucks like we said, and it's not the most wearable. So brown again is going to be one of the better colors. Black of course. Purple's not a bad one, but like I've said with every tee, this applies to every t-shirt, man. Go for black, go for olive, go for brown. Either get a small if you want to hold it long term. If you're looking to more so quick sell, XL or XXL. XXL is definitely the best size. Mediums and larges though, it's a lot more brickier on that side. Really only get those sizes if you can get one of the best colors, but you're gonna have to hold on to the tees, man. The tees like don't have immediate profit, especially with 40 retail. Same applies to all over tee, although I will say about this one, they might be switching up the logo colors for each tee color. So if you are trying to get some tees, maybe pay attention to that when you're selecting your tee color. The light pink or brown, I'm gonna assume is probably gonna be the best for this. Also the black, I'm sick of saying it, like you know the tee colors by now. Moving on, Spitfire, those are gonna be a skip. And now we got the fat tip jacquard denim puffer, man. Now $348. Ugh, that's a pretty hefty price tag on this. It is a sick jacket. I really love these. Part of me really wants to cop one. I've seen that boy Tyshawn rocking it. He honestly made it look even cooler. Oh, it's hard for me to say nah on this one, but it's also kind of hard for me to vouch for this with a $348 retail. It's gonna be the black or the blue. I'm not loving the brown on this, and I will say there is a chance, especially with like an XL on this one. But heading into spring, summer, and we're getting denim puffers, like it's just not the right season for this type of item. So if you do cop one, I would not be surprised to see these hit 500 plus bucks. The question is, will it do it before it gets hot out? I'm not so sure about that. Unless you can get this in like XL black, I just would not really bother, because this probably is going to turn into a hold item as much as I love it. But I'm afraid to drop like just too much money week 1. Let's keep it moving. Next up, we got the Al Green skateboard deck. Now this is a pretty cool deck. Whenever they do these portraits on decks, I'm a big fan. They usually age pretty nicely as well. The Marvin Gaye deck though, it took forever for that one to actually go up in its price. The same could potentially happen with this Al Green deck. The bling deck, if you're gonna get a deck, the bling's the way to go. This one, I love it and everything. If you're able to hold Supreme, it's not a bad multi-cart, but man, I just don't think it's worth it on a week 1 where you have so much other stuff drop in. I know so far I've probably hated on half the items y'all thought about going for. We're gonna get into the juicier stuff, folks. That's why you watch these videos, because so far we've already gone over the top 10 upvoted items, and the only one I'm really vouching on is like maybe the briefs, the knife, and the rainbow deck. Obviously tees in good colors and sizes, but let's get into the juicier stuff now. Starting it off, the two-tone box logo New Eras. Now this is gonna be a very good cop this upcoming week. It should be a pretty easy one as well. Without question, to me, this navy blue is my favorite color for profit. The purple is up there. The green maybe 3rd place. I don't really love the black on this one. You guys probably know it by now. Bigger sizes are king when it comes to fitteds. Size 8 is gonna by far have the best profit, and on a week 1 where you don't have bots, size 8s should be pretty manageable. So in your first cart, if you wanted some really for sure profit, this in navy size 8, or like purple if you're doing a bigger multi-cart, because the navy will probably go out of stock first. This plus something like, I don't know, one of the knives we've talked about, like with the briefs. This with like a double XLT, not a bad item. You will have to get a size 8 in your first cart if you want that size, and that is by far the best resale size. Like I said, if you're looking for reliable profit week 1, this is a strong candidate. These will actually age nicely as well. It's a really good fitted. I love the colors on them. I'll hopefully probably be getting one myself. I don't even know what my first cart's gonna be or anything, guys. This is really my first time diving into this drop list even. That's why I do all the browser carts and stuff. I go through and like really analyze this stuff more. I look at past sales of very similar items. So yeah, if you like really truly want to know my order of items I'm copping, that's why you gotta join the group. Let's keep going though, and this is gonna be a funny one. Small box long sleeve tee. Y'all probably thought I was gonna skip over this, but last season I was telling them boys in browser as well, man. The brown long sleeve was a good cop and it ended up hitting 100 plus bucks. Now at a $7 retail, obviously like that's not a crazy amount of profit, but these should be sitting like old release, man. If you need a multi-cart item, the brown color of this one, do not sleep. It's a good hold. It's not gonna have immediate profit, but you will easily see it hit up to $90 or so, which that's like a little 20 bucks. So that's a solid $70 item you can throw into a multi-cart to get free shipping. It'll make you like 20 bucks at minimum or so for the brown one at least. I'm really just vouching for brown on this one, but not a bad cop. I still have mine from last season. Wow, we're 20 minutes in. I'm not even halfway through. Damn. All right, I'm gonna try to get a little quicker for y'all. Next up, we have these backpacks. These are gonna be a skip for me just because they restock all season long. This should not be an item you're at all like just racing for because it'll just be on the season forever. So yeah, I would not like rush for these. It is a good hold into the off season. The Supreme backpacks always hold nicely over time. I will also say I've never seen them do a brown bag like this, so that's kind of exciting, but black I think is still the one, bruh. Don't sleep on the black bags. That's all I'm gonna say. Don't get these week one. Wait later in the season for a multi-cart. Good holds though. They're pretty good holds. Next up, this is gonna be one of my recommended cops for the week, man. The S logo 6 panels. Now last season, week one, we had the Ventil S logos. I told all the boys in the group, go cop one. We even had a big restock that happened. I told them, go cop the restock, buddy. And they actually ended up hitting like 100 bucks or so. These I actually think are gonna do even better than that, man. The S logo denims are always a hot pick for the S logo. This is also Kevlar, which makes it cooler. My pick for this one is gonna be the olive, man. It feels like the black colorway, they've been making a higher stock than usual. The denim's not a bad choice either. That's probably the top 3, but I truly think it's gonna be the olive, man. They don't do a ton of olive when it comes to the S logos. This is kind of a hold, but this is gonna hit 100 bucks without question by the end of the season. I'll be getting one of these in the multi-cart in the olive color. I recommend many of you do that can afford to hold. Next up, small box sweatshirt. These are gonna be a skip, man. Just not worth copping. Like maybe in brown if you want to do like a YOLO cop in XL. It might have some profit, but I mean, at 118, it's not the worst decision to be honest, but I mean, I don't know. There's just more glamorous stuff week one, I think. I can't believe these Hanes are right here, right? That's disgusting. Wash chinos, man. Oh, it feels good to be home, boys. The wash chino twill. If you don't know by now, you must have been under a rock. Every single week one, I go cop one of these. They always hit 100 bucks. I want to say the black, it's always the black cam caps that go stupid, but that brown is tantalizing, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The brown's not a bad choice on this one. I think black, like, it's just such a day one, bro. You can never go wrong with the black. I'll probably try to get these in a multi-cart. Honestly, the more I think about it, man, the headwear section is kind of jumping for this release. You get a Kevlar and olive, a black chino twill, try to get a high size fitted. So that might not be a bad cart decision on like your second cart or so. Just try to get all the headwear in one cart. It might even get you free shipping. I definitely recommend copping one of these. They're gonna hit 100 bucks decently fast, like quicker than a lot of the other hats I've shown off to y'all so far. The water bottle is 30 bucks. That's actually pretty cheap, man. Kind of surprised. That's damn, not bad. I don't know what to say about these, bro. They're kind of weird. Supreme water bottles never really have much profit, but this is one of the cheaper ones we've seen. I mean, maybe for a multi-cart, like if you can sell not on StockX, these might make you 10-20 bucks, but it's a good multi-cart item. I recommend the purple color on this, man. I really think the purple is going to be the one. Purple very often is the best performing when it comes to Supreme, and I think this is actually decently worth copping, man, for a multi-cart. Not your first cart, but it's not a bad one. It shouldn't fly too fast, especially with 3 colors, but I'm pretty positive purple's gonna go first. Now, these are probably the worst small box items we've seen. I would avoid these, the small box hooded sweatshirts. Model skate deck. This is less glamorous than the other skate decks we've shown off. I just learned from Drops GG, my boy, that this was from a Gucci campaign, so that's funny. But yeah, I would definitely get all the other decks we've mentioned before you get this model one. And here we go, the bling box logo hooded sweatshirt. Y'all were waiting for me to get to this one. Now I've been saying in my group, these are really not going to do as well as people are expecting. Just think back to the Cause box logo hoodie. That was Cause. Like, Cause has so much weight right now in the resale world, and those still tanked pretty. Like, if you look at them now, almost a year later, they're nearly at the same price as drop days. So I don't expect a lot better with these bling box logo hoodies. The navy obviously has the rainbow, which should bring some profit to it. I'm imagining these get you around like $230 to $250, which certainly is some profit, but if you're single carding it, like, it's not a lot of profit. I actually think that brown is the one to go for if you actually want to cop one of these. It's not a bad first card item. I think there's better stuff you could go for, especially in like a multi-cart. This is such a good week to multi-cart since there's so much releasing. There's not going to be a lot of bot activity. But if you can only really afford one item to go for this release, I would try for like a XL brown. Double XL in these might actually have some pretty solid like $100 profit or so. I do think brown's the one to go for though. Brown, black, navy. If you can't get one of those three, I might even pass on it, bro. Maybe the pink, but I just don't see much profit for these. Like, these bling designs are not gonna hit very nicely on these colors. It's a printed box logo, which never do very well, especially on hoodies. As much as I wanna hype this one up for y'all, I gotta be honest. So yeah, go for brown if you want a single card it to start off, or the navy color. Go for like a XL or something, maybe a small. But I don't even know if I'm gonna go for one, to be honest with you guys. Like, I've been thinking about it. I might get Lauren to try to just cop one for me, but I think I'm gonna go for a big multi-cart for my first cop. I feel like multi-carts are always the way to go with your first checkout on this drop. So next up, this is wow, wait, this is $98, dude. Fuck. I was just about to like hype this one up too. It does come with a Nalgene water bottle though. Now that is a sick touch to this one. Actually, I do think it's gonna be worth copping, bro. I can't believe I'm saying this either. These might actually fly. Like, these might be the first bag out of stock just because it's so unique. The brown color actually looks really good on these. Brown or black for sure. The pink's not even a bad one either, but brown or black in my opinion. I see these actually selling out like, I don't know, like 10 minutes into the drop or so, which is kind of fast for a week one bag. Now I definitely would multi-cart it in like a third or fourth cart. It's a hefty price to pay, but it comes with that water bottle. And I don't see there being a huge stock for these with the added water bottle and all. It's so unique. These actually might have some potential to hit like 150, 160 or so. I might even have to get one just to be a part of the journey, man, because this is a very unique accessory. I've never seen them do anything like it. And next up, we have the loose gauge beanies. I'm gonna be pretty fast on this. This is like an end of the drop multi-cart in like the black or the brown, maybe like that purple or so, but really black or brown, end of the drop multi-cart item. Not gonna make you much, especially going into SS. Beanies are not gonna be performing too well. All right, well, that's our first battery switch of the video. Can someone explain to me how this is gonna be another 30-minute video for the third day in a row? How do I do this, bro? Oh my God, this is gonna be so not very edited. I gotta get this video out today. It's 30 minutes long. Fuck, dude, just fuck. All right, let's keep going. Next up, fat tip jacquard regular jeans, 178. Hey, bruh. Painful amount. I love these a lot, to be honest. Like, I love the design. You guys heard me squirt about it. I don't know if there's gonna be a ton of profit on these, man. Now, I'm not gonna lie, 36 in the blue or brown color, there's actually a pretty good chance you're gonna make some bread. Those should at least hit 250. I expect every size of the blue and brown to be at least like 225. Like, this is not a bad multi-cart. I almost want to get a pair, man. Just, I don't know, just to hold on to them, because I think these could actually hit like 300 or so, at least 250 at minimum. They just never really do a ton of jeans. Jeans are definitely a good aging item. These definitely have like a strong design on them. They don't quite say Supreme as much as people might want. They'll definitely go out of stock. It's not a rush item to go scoop unless you go for like a 36, which is the best profit size, but these might be a skip. It's a somewhat risky hold, but it might actually not be a bad one. This could be an item that ends up hitting like 300 by the end of the season. These two tees I think are skips. The Love That tee, maybe. The model tee is definitely a skip. You'd be surprised to hear me say duffel bags are actually not a bad cop, but the same applies to every bag besides maybe the water bottle one. We're gonna see these restock all season, so those are gonna be a skip. We don't got time for short sleeve tops, independent trucks, seen them every season. Corduroy shirts, I mean, I love the brown for this one. XL could actually be hitting like 200 or so. I wouldn't be shocked at all. So it's not a bad multi-cart, but It's not a priority or anything. I really only recommend the brown color on that one. It actually, you know, I could be underselling it. It might hit 220 or so. I could actually see you making 50 bucks at least off this one, the right side, which is XL. Corduroy cam caps, it's gonna be the black colorway, boss, every time. Y'all, you guys know the drill. I really do think a hat cart is not a bad one for your second checkout. Get both of these cam caps we've talked about, get the fitted, maybe even a loose gauge in black or brown. S logo in like the olive, man, that's definitely free shipping. That's not a bad second cart. I might even do that myself. The faux fur hooded, man. Faux furs have not really been hitting lately, folks. I literally just sold my bandana one for like near retail. I think this brown one actually has somewhat a chance. That's the one I would cop if I got one of these. XL for faux furs does hit. So that's actually not a bad just single cart first checkout if you have the money for it. Brown XL on this one. Might even make you 50 to 100 bucks. You will have to sell it kind of fast, especially getting into spring, summer, but not a bad item to go for in your first checkout. But do keep in mind, it's gonna be so expensive that I don't really know if I recommend it for most people. Really only the XL I can vouch for. The crew neck, no thanks. Knowledge tee, this one's kind of more skippable. Like, as much as I like it for the graph and shit, I don't know, it's kind of a weird graphic. I don't really see a lot of profit for any of these t-shirts. Maybe the shop tee, the classic logo, the only one. Same applies with this deer tee. Looking at the colorways, they don't look too strong for it either. Really just the black color on this. It's pretty skippable. I don't see much profit. Small messenger bags. These are not a bad one. It's really the black for me, man. I always just have to vouch for the black bag. Same thing applies as with every bag. No thanks on the jeans. Oh wait, we're skipping a good one here, man. These Supreme Team hoodies. Now, this I actually think is an item super worth copping week one. Last season, we saw the multi-logo hoodie drop week one. It was kind of similar to this, and those exploded. This in gray or brown, those are my recommended cops, and I actually think it's worth copping. XXL for this might even hit 300 plus, like no problem. Not a bad pickup here, folks. Honestly, I might even throw it in my first cart. Like that's how good I feel about it. The gray is my favorite color for sure. Brown as a second. And these actually, like the hoodies sell, like you don't have to hold them that long, man. It should be a month or two, and these should already be hitting at minimum 250 or so. Not a bad item to actually cop right here. Bag, you guys have heard me say the same shit about bags 40 times. We get it. These Pastel Light jackets, I'm not really loving them, man. It would be the black, obviously. You guys knew I was gonna say that. I don't know. There's just better items this week. The Moriana Denim Trucker, fire. You guys know I love this design. Definitely an item I need to cop week one. Brown is the one to go for if you do cop this, but I have to recommend the jeans, which for some reason are $268. That's cap, bro. If these fucking jeans are $268, the same price as the jacket, I give whoever sees me in person next the ability to slap me across the mouth, because there's no fucking chance. These are $268. I've never seen a pair of jeans be the same price as the jacket from Supreme. This has to be wrong. They gotta be like $178 or so. $268 just does not make sense. This actually could have some profit, man, especially at $168, $178, like I'm guessing. If they're $268, I might not even cop, but this brown color, it's gonna be a problem, bro. 36 is gonna sell nicely. I expect these to do well. I've seen a lot of hype for them. Probably getting your second cart or so. I'm hoping I don't know when I'm gonna get these in the drop, but I need to get a pair, maybe even my first cart, so I don't risk it. No thanks on the short sleeve top. Gore-Tex Pastel Light cam caps. Maybe the black one, man? I mean, these are a weird cam cap, to be honest with y'all. I think the other cam caps we've talked about are better. These are 58 too. I'm probably gonna skip those. Skip on the flannel shirts, skip on the hoodies. Fat tip deck, maybe this pink brown. I feel like this photo does not actually show the true color of the pink brown. The beanie colorway looks a lot better, so it's hard to say because the preview images for this seem kind of off, but I don't really recommend a lot of profit for these decks, to be honest with y'all, but I need to get one of these, I think. So if you do get one of this, get the pink brown. Striped rugby, I actually have no fucking clue. I don't really think these are gonna have profit, but they could somehow have sneaker profit. I don't think so, bro. I'm gonna pass on those. Cargo pants, these are gonna be a pass. I really don't like the whole camo on, like, I don't know, they're kind of annoying to me. The jeans, I love the olive pair, bro. The olives could even flip. I hate to say it, but they low-key could at 148. I don't recommend it. Like, definitely cop for the personal, but don't be shocked that you see them hitting 200 or so. Oh my god, these harness waist bags. I did not even realize these were harness. This is fucking weird, bro. 128. These are gonna be a skip, man. Same thing. I've said about 40 bags now. I'm kind of sick of saying it. They'll restock a lot. This one might restock less than others since it's very weird. As to like pants, man, I want to say the black, but no, not enough branding. Rhinestone zip ups, man, these are actually kind of sick. The purple, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, is actually, there might be some profit there. 178 hurts. I don't even know if there's a backside. I'm gonna guess not. I don't know. The purple though, if you were to get this one, and like I've said, hoodies have not been doing bad with Supreme lately. Would not be shocked to see that purple hit 250 or so, man. Pink's kind of sick, but this purplish color, it's actually nice. The more I look at it, the more I'm like, damn, like, do I get one? I don't know, man. The hoodies, I definitely feel the best about this back logo one, the chenille one. That rhinestone, man, I would not be shocked to see it have profit. Now we got the curved track jackets. Honestly, track jackets with Supreme are not a bad cop. The Yankees track jacket, I was hyping up. I got it in XL in a multi-cart after taking an L on the Yankee jeans, and that track jacket now has almost more profit than the jeans. Not a bad cop. This is actually a kind of decent design too. I think white is the best one to go, navy second. The black's terrible, bro. The black is awful. I think white is the one on this, especially with the olive. I would go for the pants over the jacket, but jacket in XL is actually a super good cop. If you got an XL like track jacket like this one, less than pants in like a 36 or so, that could be one of the better profit carts of week one. So I don't think the track jacket items are a bad scoop. And ooh, here we have a good one, man. Yeah, the headwear section is gonna be a mandatory this release. I have to do a second cart, all the headwear. Bam, we got the trucker hats. Every week one now we get a trucker hat, and they almost always hit. Like, you guys hear me preach for them. You knew I was gonna say brown. Like, did I really have to say it? The green's a good one. The black, I really try to skip this just horrible light blue. The white's kind of a skip. One of these three colors, really good multi-cart, probably will hit 80, 90 bucks or so. I just realized 46, these had to have gone up in price. I swear they were 42 last season. Shout out Supreme. Skip. Oh, fat tip beanies are dropping week one. See, you can see the true color of the pink brown. It's like the cherry Stussy dunk. Yeah, actually these might have some profit, man. The headwear section, I keep saying it. A headwear cart might be the play week one, man. Like, I don't know for your first cart, it wouldn't even be a bad idea first cart. The more I see more headwear items, the less likely I'll be able to get a size 8 fitted with all these other headwear items. So, oh, it's kind of tempting to go for first cart, but I think you could almost get every single headwear item your second cart besides like a size 8 fitted. Brown, pink, and this kind of lighter tan, really good cops here. I actually recommend a lot of people pick these up. Even this in black or brown. I mean, every other headwear I've said is pretty much better than this beanie, but okay, like, it's not a bad one. Curved track pants, yes. This in the white, man, I think is a mandatory. I might even go for it in my first cart. So far, while looking through this list, I'm really liking these track pants. Want to get this pant as well as for the personal, and I think the chenille hoodie. I think those three items are my favorite first carts that I might get myself. I do see these hitting 200 bucks or so. Track pants always are pretty reliable with Supreme. Layered short sleeve top, no thanks. Sacred Heart, no. Oh, I want to hype these up, but low-key, these are fucking barnacles. I don't know what this design is, but I hate it. They're not gonna really have profit. 268 is crazy on these. That seems so cheap. I have to say no though, just cause I don't know about faux croc. It could hit. I don't know. It's a weird one. No, hell no on the Baja Blasts. No on the, maybe, actually, you know what? I feel like Supreme leather type pants like this have hit before in the past, so I'm not just gonna absolutely write these off. Holy shit, bro. You see what I'm saying? Like, what? $4.98 retail. This is 2018, but like, there's a good example. I don't know if I have a ton of confidence in this pant, but damn, bro, like, this could be one of the sneakiest profit items of this week. I'm just keep it a buck. Fuck no. This respected tee is single. Look at, I literally downvoted this shit, bro, like, before doing this video, because this is maybe top 3 ugliest items ever released by Supreme. Zero capture, my guy. Like, what the fuck is this shit, bro? This has to be a joke. It has to be a joke, especially respected by all. Like, no one respects this design, bro. Save us, Tremaine. Save us from this shit, bro. Crest 6 panel, no. Checkerboard zip, they're kind of cool, no. So, whoo, that was a fatty, bro. Oh my god, we've been recording 40 minutes. This is gonna be a painful one to edit. My third 30-minute video in a row, so I just threw so much info at you guys. I'm gonna try to recap really quickly with some of my best picks for profits. So as of right now, my game plan is feeling like I think I'm gonna go for this hoodie in my first cart. I think the gray and XL, maybe the brown, but I think I'm gonna go for the gray one XL. I'm feeling good about it. While I'm in the pants section, I'm also gonna get this regular jean just because I'll be there. I want these for the personal. But if these are like 168 or so, 178, brown color I think will have some profit, especially like a 36. But I'm more so getting this for the personal in my first cart. And I think my third first cart item, curved track pants in a 32 or 34, just because 30 usually goes really fast, so does 36. And I want to do a multi-cart. So I think those 3 items are gonna be my first cart. Second cart, I really want to get some of these accessories, man. Maybe I'll try to do it if it's not too laggy. It doesn't sound like I'm gonna be able to in my head, but hopefully I can get one of these knives. Hopefully I can get some briefs, but I really am gonna be focusing on headwear in my second cart. I'm talking the two-tone box logo, I need one. The olive S logo, I need one. Black wash chino twill, fat tip beanie, wherever the fuck it is, and one of these mesh hats. So that's gonna be a super strong second cart. That might be my most profit cart almost. After that cart, maybe I'll just like, I don't know, get some Hanes if they're there, get the knife if it's still there, pan will probably be gone by then, and maybe I'll look at the tees, and if there's like a good color left, I'll get 1 or 2. I just want to get 3 free shipping carts or so. I think this is a pretty solid game plan. I hope y'all enjoyed. I'm so out of breath. I can't imagine editing this video. And then I gotta go type up carts on browser. If you guys want to see those carts, that's where you're gonna get my in-depth analysis on each item. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, I'm dying from this week, boys. I'm not gonna lie. It's starting to catch up to me a bit, but it's worth it, you know? Like, I'm here to make y'all money. I love to do it. So much appreciation for those that watch these videos all the way through. If you did, let me know you're a brick soldier in the comments. I'm gonna show some love to y'all. I appreciate you guys for real. Let's go crazy week 1 tomorrow. I'm so out of breath, bro. It's been your boy, Boone. I'll see y'all tomorrow for the live cop. I'm so excited. I'm out. Peace.